What's up, everybody? It's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley coming to you guys with yet another video. So, Mrs. Bradley, the first holiday that we had to spend apart while married, how did that make you feel?
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley coming to you guys with yet another video.
Yes, welcome to season 2, episode 2 of Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bradley. If it's your first time watching us on our channel, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, follow us on Instagram, share the video, all that good stuff. You guys already know what to do.
Alright, so I hope you guys are staying healthy and positive during this holiday season. I know it's a challenging one for everybody. With that being said, where you spending your time with your loved ones is very pertinent during this challenging holiday season. So one of the things that we always got questions about, or have always gotten questions about, is how do we handle the holidays when it comes to spending time with friends and families. And obviously we got, if you guys know, Cece has a pretty large family. My family is not nearly as large, but we are very close knitted. So at times that barrier or that situation comes with challenges. So I put this question to you then. When we first started dating, how do you think we handled the holidays?
How did we handle it, or how did I feel about how we handled it?
Either way, you tell me. You go. You get into it.
So when we first started dating, well, honestly, all the way up until a few years ago, we split holidays. And meaning, I guess that could mean a number of things. It meant that this would either happen to either one of us, like we would both go to both families. So we would both go to his mom's house, we would both go to my parents' house, and we would split up the day that way. Oh, and then sometimes we'd have to go to your grandmother's house as well. So sometimes we'd be split up between 3 people's houses, or sometimes just he would go see his family, I would go see my family, and then we'd see each other at the end of the day. We've done it that way. When we had kids now, we all stayed together, but sometimes it would be a mad dash to like 3 different people's houses, which is awful.
It's rough. It's definitely rough. Even when it was just the 2 of us and my son, it was challenging. It would be like, we would get in arguments about like, last holiday we spent 6 hours at your parents' house and we only spent 3 hours at my parents' house. So this year we're going to spend 6 hours, this holiday we're going to spend 6 hours at my parents' house and 3 hours at yours. And that the holidays come with enough challenges, I feel like, and enough like, crazy enough, the holidays are so fun and so like, you think about like it's a joyous time, but it's literally like a tug of war at times when it comes to relationships and families and stuff.
I feel like the holidays are on either end of the spectrum for people. Either you love them because they're a great time, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see my family and just fraternize with everyone. Or you're on that other end of the spectrum where maybe you experience grief or loss during the holidays, and maybe a family doesn't get along or something like that, and you're really not looking forward to seeing your family. Or maybe, I don't know, everyone went out of town and you're at home by yourself. I feel like people are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the holidays. There's not like an in-between. No one's really like, oh, I could take or leave the holidays. It's either I really love it or, oh, that time of year.
No, I'm kind of in between. I do. I mean, I love my kids. I love to see everybody happy, but
I am one that loves the holidays. I like, as soon as November 1st comes, like as soon as Halloween is over, I'm on it. The Christmas decorations are going up, and especially having kids, I feel like I've really ramped that up when we had kids. Like as soon as Halloween is over, I'm ready for holiday season. I'm ready for holiday parties. I'm ready to spend time with family. So this year has definitely been tough. We haven't really gotten into that yet, but because Christmas hasn't come up yet, but knowing that those those family times we're not going to be able to have like normal, that is going to be tough for me. But I love the holiday season.
See, in the beginning for us, this year is going to be really challenging for us because, as you guys know, we bought a new home. If you didn't know, then go back and watch all those videos. We just recently bought a new home. Before that, we had bought a new home before, so we had got to the point where we were able to include both families and bring them together, where we didn't have to go spend hours here, then spend hours there, cut time off with this family, cut time off with that family, because we had to go see everybody. We could bring everybody together, and with these trying times now, we don't get to do that. But in the past, it was a challenge. It was really rough. It would be we would literally start the morning at like 10 a.m. and map out our day. We'd be like, all right, it's 10 a.m. We're gonna be good from here from 10 to 2. We're gonna hear from 2 to 6. Here from 6 to 8, and then we're going home.
And Christmas was even worse when the kids were younger, because we would have to stop them from playing with their stuff to pack them up and go to different houses. And that was like tough, and it was tough for them. It was a lot for us, and it was just, I'm so happy that we can finally host. Like, so happy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, so what was the most, obviously the kids, but not being around, not being able to spend that whole day with your family, because that's the thing what comes with a relationship. I feel like it's that's the give and take within a relationship. I feel like you get into a relationship and you think, oh, I love this person, I'm with this person, I want to be around this person all the time. But it's the auxiliaries that come with that come when you get the holiday times, because it's like, I love my mother, I love my sister, I want to be around them. You love your mother, your father, I want to spend the time with them all around. So there's times when I give you that day and I'm like, I'm not miserable because I love your parents or anything like that, but it's like, I want to be with my family too. And I think, and vice versa. Both
of us are really close to our family, so I think that that also added to that. So how do you think, like, how would you encourage someone, or what advice would you give to someone who's in the same situation as we are?
Early on, I definitely feel like our challenge was like how to embrace being apart from each other, because that's the hard part. Like, I wanted trying to find that equal ground, like being around your parents, you being around my family, and then us still being around each other. The advice I would give would be set an understanding with your loved ones that you're in a relationship. For the most part, they should know that, and make sure that there's an understanding there that they know I don't have as much time because I got to do this. Both, so it's not like you don't want the anxiety to be there. Not anxiety, that's the wrong word. You don't want an angst to be there because your family feel like, oh, you taking time from me, that person taking time from you, you giving your time to them, and I'm not getting the time that I'm normally from you, and it creates. Literally, holidays can create walls. That's what I'm saying with anxiety. The holidays can create walls that's being built that you don't even know is being built because the other person's family feel like you taking that person away from them.
And I think that's a good point. Just having a conversation with people, and you don't have to explain. First of all, I feel like you don't have to explain anything to anyone. However, when it comes to like maybe people that you're really close with, like if you normally have a tradition, if you normally go to your parents' house and they know this and this is y'all tradition and it's been y'all tradition forever, and then all of a sudden you get somebody and now you're not going over there, right, or you're only going to spend an hour there, or whatever the case. I think having that conversation before that day happens is a good idea, because it just helps, like he said, it helps to prevent them from now having ill feelings toward the person you're with because they feel like they're changing you or taking you away from them. And so it does. Like I said, you don't owe anyone an explanation, but I definitely think it just makes things a lot easier. And it just makes things a lot easier, when you do have that conversation.
Especially when you're talking about parents. Like, you're talking about, like, if you were single or however you was available for your parents and family during the holidays, and you was, because especially us, we are big family people. So, like, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every 4th of July, I was at my mom. My mom was barbecuing. My mom was cooking. I was there. Same thing with her. Her father was cooking, He was barbecuing. Mom was cooking. She was there. So like to come and to blend that together, it took some time. We 12 years in and we still haven't mastered this. So that's the other thing. Don't feel bad for being unavailable for your family during the holidays, because it's a lot of pressure that comes with the holidays.
And you're not like, I get that these may be your parents or your best friends or whatever the case, but you're not obligated to spend the holidays with anyone. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a new relationship and you guys want to create a new tradition, then by all means, that is your family. Hopefully y'all stay together. I was gonna say for the time being, that sounded kind of shady, but hopefully y'all gonna be together, so that's your family at that point. So if you want to create a new tradition, don't let people make you feel bad for wanting to do that. That's something that we struggled with, and we talked about it early on, how we wanted to kind of start to break away from what our family did and create new traditions for our family. I don't think it was as important when it was just the two of us. No. But once we got kids involved, and it was like, okay, this is our family, this is our creation, and we want to create our own tradition. So we took some of the things that he used to do with his family. We took some of the things that I did with my family. We took some things that maybe we saw on TV. And we talked about that we wanted to do with our family, blended it all together, and now we have the Bradley traditions. And
when our kids get older and they want to break off, we're going to be okay with that. I think that conversations need to be had. I think that understanding, like not explanation, but understanding. I don't know. I just like I said, I feel like the holidays just bring a lot of tension. I know with this whole season in which we in, people are going to feel a certain kind of way if you stay away, or you like, I just rather not be around right now. Might be the perfect time to create a new tradition.
You're right. You're right. You kind of staying away because of COVID.
Yeah. This might be a new time to create a new tradition, and don't, like I said, don't feel like she said, don't feel no kind of way about it. You're living for you, and this is, in the end, is what makes you happy, is what gets you through the holidays.
Like, if you keep living for other people, you're gonna wake up one day and first of all, those people, once they get somebody, they'll be quick to leave. That's one thing I've learned in life, and not really talking about your parents, I guess, but one thing that I've learned in life is that people will make you feel bad and then turn around and get in the same situation you in and do the same thing, and for some reason or another it's different because it's them, or they be like, oh yeah, you right, I do understand, and you like, well damn, I done messed up what I had because you said this, and now all of a sudden you get it. Like, you gotta do whatever's right for you and your relationship. So again, if you're in a relationship and you two decide that maybe it's just best for you to stay home instead of running around the city going to 3 different houses, then that's what you do.
Create a new tradition. That's the other thing. Like, it's like December 25th, I was going to say it's just a date on the calendar, but obviously we all know that that's Christmas. And we know that fourth Thursday is Thanksgiving. But if you create a holiday tradition, like, maybe, hey, I'm spending this Thanksgiving, this day with my significant other. The 26th, I'm all yours. I'm gonna be there, and you create that relationship with your significant other. Y'all have that conversation. Hey, on the 26th, I'm gonna go spend all day with my loved one. Whatever works. That's where I think a lot of stuff falls by the wayside. If you guys haven't seen enough of our videos to know that my number one thing is communication and conversation and getting that all out there. And if you don't,
and flexibility.
Yeah.
Flexibility. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think flexibility is a huge thing, because like you said, okay, the 25th, maybe you don't spend the 25th with them, but on the 26th you say, okay, this is what I have. This is my availability. We can spend all day together, half a day, or whatever the case. Like, being able to be flexible like that, and if somebody doesn't understand that you're trying to be flexible and trying to make time just because you can't exactly spend the time on that date, then, I mean, they're not trying to work with you either.
Exactly. So, like, you have to understand, like, if people don't understand you and your space and what makes you comfortable, then they ain't right for you anyway. Toxic is toxic. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin. Toxic is toxic.
I agree. I feel like we give out too many passes. I do. I feel like we give out too many passes because, oh, this person's my cousin. Oh, this person been like this. Oh, this person been like this since we was kids. So you just gotta ignore them. You know, no. Like life is, I think if 2020 has taught us nothing else, it has taught us that life is too short to just to stay in toxic relationships or stay around people who don't have your best interest at heart. So if you feel like you want to spend the holidays with and go to 3 different people's houses because that's what y'all always did, then by all means do it. But if you don't, if that doesn't make you feel good, if that doesn't make you, if that's just not the perfect day in your mind, have that conversation and do whatever makes you happy and you and your relationship happy.
Yeah, I feel like, and we'll wrap it up with this, I feel like, I don't know, I hope you didn't come here to this conversation and be like that, thought that we was going to tell you, this is how you need to do with the holidays. You need to go here, you need to go here, you need to do this, you need to do this, because this ain't what we telling you. We telling you that through our time, our 12 years of being together, this is how we started, this is where we went through, and this is where we are. So it's like, if you...
And it'll probably evolve from here.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you guys are comfortable with spending the better part of the day apart and coming together at the end, do that. If you guys are good with going to 3-4 different houses, do that. If you guys are being like, all right, on this holiday we spent the whole day here, the next holiday we're going to spend the whole day here, do that. Whatever works within the realm, do it. But it'll always, at the end of the day, make sure a conversation is being had so that an understanding is being made on what's going on. Don't hold that angst in. It's too, like she just said, if 2020 ain't taught us nothing, we taught us that life is too short. So I had that conversation and make sure that communication is being had. With that being said, though, we are going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this conversation piece today.
Like you said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other video topics, make sure you leave them down below in the comment section. We'd love to know what you would love to hear from us. Also, again, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff.
All right. Until the next one, stay healthy, stay safe. It's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley checking out. Peace.